Remember when trucks were built for the job site, not the valet line at a steakhouse? Once upon a time, pickups were rugged, reliable, and all about functionality. Now they're oversized, overpriced, and often underwhelming. We used to drive trucks to haul lumber, tow trailers, and get dirty. Now it seems they're more suited for coffee runs and Instagram selfies. So what went wrong? Why did modern trucks turn into flashy lifestyle statements rather than the dependable workhorses they used to be? Stick around, because today we're breaking down exactly why modern trucks are more about style than substance, and why it's a problem that goes way deeper than you might think. Rise and fall of the truck bed. Modern trucks are the biggest they've ever been, yet many offer less usable cargo space than the compact pickups from 30 years ago. It sounds insane, but the data doesn't lie. Take the early 90s Toyota pickup. A 6 to 7 foot bed was standard, wide, flat, and easy to load. Same with the Ford Ranger, Chevy S10, and Nissan Hardbody. These trucks were small, purposeful, and built around utility. Now look at something like the 2024 Toyota Tundra Crew Max. Towering presence, giant footprint, but just a 5.5 foot bed in many trims. That's shorter than some mid-size beds from the 80s. Good luck laying a 4x8 plywood sheet flat. You'll need the tailgate down, and even then, it might not fit cleanly between the wheel wells. So what changed? One word: crew cab. As trucks morphed into daily drivers and family cars, rear passenger space took priority. To keep the footprint street legal, something had to give, and that something was bed length. The irony? Today's full-size trucks are worse at doing truck things than the compact workhorses they replaced. From tools to toys, the luxury inflation. Walk into a dealership today and try to find a no-frills truck, vinyl seats, crank windows, no screens. You'll be searching for a unicorn. Instead, you'll see 12-inch touchscreens, ambient lighting, massaging leather seats, wireless charging pads. It's not a truck, it's a rolling executive suite. And the price tag reflects that. In 2024, a full-size truck averages over $60,000. Top trims? They push past $80,000, and that's before dealer markups. This shift is no accident. Car companies discovered something lucrative. A luxury truck yields profits like a high-end SUV. They're no longer selling tools, they're selling status symbols. But here's the problem. The more trucks become luxury items, the less they resemble the rough and ready machines they once were. They're wrapped in chrome, padded in suede, and packed with tech, but less likely than ever to see a muddy job site. The dangerous side of design. Modern trucks aren't just large. They're menacingly massive. Over the last 20 years, trucks have grown longer, taller, and wider. The hoods? Now often chest height. Visibility? Severely compromised. That creates deadly blind spots, especially in neighborhoods, school zones, and parking lots. The IHS reports a sharp rise in pedestrian and cyclist fatalities involving trucks and SUVs. Why? Simple physics. These trucks don't just hit, they overpower. Their high front ends push victims under, not away, leading to devastating injuries. Weight makes it worse. Many modern pickups tip the scales at over 6,000 pounds. Add in oversized tires and stiff suspension, and they become less forgiving, less agile, and far more lethal when something goes wrong. Who's actually using these trucks? Let's be real, the average truck owner isn't hauling lumber or feeding cattle. They're commuting to office jobs, parking in suburban driveways, and taking occasional weekend trips. And that's fine, people can drive what they want, but it does change the purpose of the truck. We've all seen it: spotless beds, pristine interiors, suspension lifts that never touch a trail. These aren't work vehicles. They're lifestyle accessories. The rugged image is carefully manufactured. Marketing shows trucks conquering mountains, dragging trailers, and charging through the wilderness. But the real-world use case: grocery runs, tailgates, maybe towing a jet ski once a summer. Trucks are now aspirational, symbols, not tools, and the consequences ripple outward, from city planning to environmental impact. The loophole that made trucks balloon. Here's where it gets even more infuriating. The government helped make trucks bigger, without even realizing it. Under the EPA's fuel economy rules, a vehicle's required efficiency is based on its footprint, essentially its size. The larger the footprint, the more lenient the requirement. So what did automakers do? They supersized their trucks. Longer beds, in theory, wider bodies, massive cabs, all to sneak into a more forgiving regulatory category. It wasn't about better performance or consumer need. It was a legal workaround to sell bigger, thirstier vehicles without penalty. And it worked. Manufacturers raked in profit. Consumers bought the lifestyle, but the regulations failed. Contrast that with Europe or Japan, where trucks are designed to be small, efficient, and strictly functional, because their rules reward it. In the US, the system encourages bulk, and we're all paying the price, from gas pumps to crumbling roads. The infrastructure struggle, and about those roads, they weren't made for these behemoths. Modern trucks stretch up to 20 feet long and 80 inches wide. Try parking that in an older garage or fitting it in a standard city parking spot. You'll scrape curbs, block sidewalks, or just give up and park across the line. Drive-thrus? Tight. Residential garages? Often unusable. Some trucks literally won't fit into parking decks without bottoming out or bumping the roof. Cities are now forced to adapt, widening streets, reinforcing roads, adjusting building codes, all to accommodate trucks that have outgrown their purpose. And here's the kicker. Most of these trucks live in urban or suburban areas, not on farms or job sites. Their size doesn't match their environment. It's a mismatch, and we all feel it. The future of functional trucks. But it's not all doom and chrome. Beneath the towering grills and six-figure price tags, there's a glimmer of hope. And surprisingly, it's coming from a direction few expected, downsizing and reimagining what a truck can be. Take the Ford Maverick. In a sea of bloated, overbuilt pickups, it landed like a breath of fresh air. Compact, fuel-efficient, and purposefully simple. It reminded everyone that a truck doesn't have to be enormous to be useful. It's hybrid-powered, gets over 40 miles per gallon in the city, and still has the backbone to carry sheets of plywood, camping gear, or bikes, all while being priced under $25,000 in its base trim. It's not just smart, it's accessible. And the public response was instant. The Maverick sold out immediately and continues to experience overwhelming demand, often outpacing supply months in advance. This wasn't just a fluke, it was a clear signal that people are hungry for utility, not vanity. Then there's the electric revolution, which is rewriting the truck playbook altogether. Vehicles like the Rivian R1T, Ford F-150 Lightning, and even the controversial Tesla Cybertruck aren't just slapping batteries into traditional frames, they're fundamentally rethinking the truck as a platform. The Rivian offers a gear tunnel and camping kitchen. The Lightning doubles as a mobile generator, capable of powering an entire house during a blackout. And love it or hate it, the Cybertruck's exoskeleton and modular design challenge conventional aesthetics with unapologetic boldness. These electric trucks aren't perfect. They're still heavy. Many are expensive. And yes, their size remains a concern. But what they do represent is momentum. A turning of the tide. Instead of iterating on the same oversized formula, these vehicles are innovating in function, not just appearance. They emphasize storage ingenuity, energy efficiency, and smart power integration, elements sorely lacking in many gas-powered behemoths. Rethinking what a truck should be. What we need now isn't just better trucks, we need a cultural reset. A reminder that a truck isn't supposed to be a fashion statement or a lounge on wheels. It's a tool. A machine built to carry, to work, to serve. Can we get there? Maybe. But it starts with how we define value, not in inches of chrome or touchscreen size, but in utility, sustainability, and design that actually fits the world we live in. So what do you think? Have trucks lost their soul, or are they evolving with the times? Whether you miss the compact, no-nonsense pickups of the past or embrace the new wave of electric giants, one truth stands. The pickup truck is no longer what it used to be, and it's up to us to decide what it becomes next. Thanks for watching.